Alright, ladies and gents, here is the video for the quadratic formula. So basically this whole chapter we've been doing one thing. We have been trying to solve quadratic formulas, or quadratic equations. And so far we've covered graphing, which is where we had the quadratic equation and we plotted it on the coordinate plane, and we wanted to see where it crossed the x-axis. Those are our solutions. We had the square root property, where we just had an x squared equals some number, and then we took the square root of both sides. We had factoring. We had factoring, which was a times c added to b, that kind of stuff. Then we had completing the square, which was, we had the b divided by 2 squared. And now we're going to introduce one more way. It's called the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is basically a fail-proof. No matter what quadratic equation you have, if you want to find the x-intercepts or find the x values that satisfy the equation, you can use this formula and it will give you the right numbers every single time, no matter what. You just need to figure out what your A, B, and C is and plug it into this formula everywhere you're seeing A, B, and C. And do as much simplifying as you can, and you're good to go. So let's try a couple problems, but it's really not that advanced. It's just figuring out what A, B, and C is and plugging it correctly and simplifying without making any errors. Alright, I'm presented with this equation: 2x squared plus 25x minus 33 equals 0. I want to find the x values that satisfy this equation. And we could use any of the methods we saw before, or we can just do the one that we are introduced to today. So I'm going to do the quadratic formula, where x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now this only works when the quadratic is equal to 0, which in this case it does. So now we just need to figure out what our a, what our b, and what our c is. So looking at our equation, ax squared plus bx plus c, our a is going to be 2, our b is 25, and our c is negative 33. Now it's going to plug it into our equation. So we know that x is equal to negative b, which is 25, plus or minus 25 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 33 all over 2a. And this is where you just start simplifying step by step. 25 squared is 625. 4 times 2 times negative 33 is a negative 264, so we have minus negative 264 all over 4. $625 plus 264, because minus and negative is adding, is 889. And the square root of 889 is, I don't think it can be simplified, so we're just going to leave it as that. Square root of 89, or 889 over 4. That's what our x is equal to. Okay, so that's basically all you do. You just plug and chug, simplify as far as you can go, and there you have it. Now when we get to class, we're going to do some more examples, but I just want to make sure we all have seen it before and we're on our way. Okay, enjoy the rest of your night, and see you tomorrow.